Welcome back to the kitchen of Chef John Folse here at White Oak Estate and Gardens. Today we're getting a little wild when I cook, you know? Wild Boar Tenderloin.
I would say that's perfect. That's a perfect title for today's show. And wild boar tenderloin, just really very popular, right?
It is.
The most popular cut, I would say, in most meats, and especially wild boar. Now, what about this wild boar situation?
We saw the tenderloin, but sometimes it needs a little help getting tender.
Yeah.
So this is, we can put this to good use,
Yeah,
and I like the way you put it in the bag and just pound it out a little bit.
In many tenderloin, you have to add flavor to it because the tenderness is what it's all about.
Right.
And wild boar is no different. So why don't we
Well,
start?
let's talk a little bit about the utensil you're going to be cooking this in,
Yeah.
because a lot of people have been asking me lately about black cast iron
Yeah,
pot
right,
cooking.
right. Well, cast iron is the oldest cooking method in modern time. Cast iron came from the Orient originally, and they were brought here to Louisiana by the French and the Spanish to trade with the Native Americans for pirogues and canoes. Ever since the founding of Louisiana, this has been the treasured cooking implement, and of course I just absolutely love it. And you see how fast it's already smoking, so that we're going to put a little seasoning on them right there. You see, here's a little salt. You can grab me a little pepper over there, and I'm going to just put a little. It don't come seasoned. You have to season it yourself. You know what I mean? So we're going to sear our tenderloin first with a little bit of vegetable oil. Look how lean that meat is. It is tenderloin, but at the same time, I mean, it's extremely tender. So you don't want to cook this too long because it's also going to be a braise. Why don't we go in with the vegetables here? Don, do me one more favor and see that butter right there? I'm going to throw that butter in and just throw it right in. And it's going to, oh yeah, butter. Camp cooking, y'all. This is my camp cooking, but also home. And do this with venison. Do it with any of your other boar as well. So we're going to let this saute for a minute. Now we're going to go in first with our tomatoes. What about those spices right there?
Let's use them. They're here. Let's
just
use
throw in a little cayenne pepper. We want a little kick on this wild boar. Go ahead, a little black pepper is in as well. And of course we have a little garlic, a little, your favorite herbs, and just mix all of your favorite herbs in. That's what we're doing right here. A little bit parsley as well. Now Don, we're going to go in with this stock that I have here already. And as far as you want a stock, because the stock is going to tenderize this whole dish. And I'm using a beef stock, but you can buy the stock in the store. You can go in the store, you can buy pork stock, beef stock, chicken stock, any of them. And of course it has much more flavor than water. So you're actually helping this dish out by adding a good stock. I'll finish it with just a little bit of the parsley. And at this point I could actually put it in the oven and let it cook in the oven for about 30-40 minutes, or just let it simmer on top of the stove. And Don, that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. Look how beautiful that is.
That is pretty.
Yeah, and it's served with a little paella on the side. Any rice is fine, or potatoes is really good. It's really spectacular that we have the quality of this meat and the need to kind of get them out of the wilderness, get them onto the table.
You'll be helping the hunters and the sportsmen, and you'll also be helping yourself.
It's a great dish.
And don't forget, if you want to see this recipe, you can go to BayouWildTV.com for all of our recipes. You can also find it in Chef John's book called After the Hunt.